Howdy y'all, my name's Sohan and we're here at Guanyin Tea House for another episode of Gong Fu Tea Cha, where we teach you how to make some tea. So today we're going to talk about Gàn Pào, which means dry pouring. That sounds like an oxymoron because if it's dry, how can you pour stuff? Because you pour liquids. But what we really mean is pouring tea dry, meaning pouring tea without spilling water all over the place like you've probably seen me do on other episodes. That is a little bit of a more it's more traditional style. That wet style is called shi pao, wet pouring. And that's when you have a cha pan, which is the dish or tray or plate that drains, or a cha chuan tea boat, where it's just a little bowl that your teapot sits in. Either way, you can pour water over the teapot, you can pour water over the cups. When you're rinsing things, you just dump it out wherever, and it's fun and sloppy and a little laid back. But today we're going to explore Gàn Pào, which comes to us from Taiwan, the very, very classy Taiwanese, the people who brought us the Gongdaobei in the first place, which is not a coincidence because the Gongdaobei, the secondary vessel or justice cup, is absolutely necessary for doing this style of Gàn Pào. And so basically what we're going to do is we are going to fill our vessels just enough. We are not going to overfill them. So if we were using a teapot, for example, we would not pour water over the teapot like we usually do. We would just fill everything just enough to make tea in it. And instead of having a cha pan, we will use our shui fang, our wastewater bowl here. And we'll dump our water and our rinse and our used leaves into that instead. And why do we do this? Well, for one thing, you don't have to have a cha pan, which is kind of nice when you're not trying to carry around a big cha pan, but you do have your tea vessels. Another is that it's clean, it's elegant, it's classy. And I find this works really well when I'm serving tea for myself and maybe one or two other people. If I'm serving tea at a party and I've got like 25 people drinking tea with me, then I definitely want a nice big cha pan where I can just rapid fire rinse things and everything. But when I'm taking my time and enjoying it, and I've got my flowers and I've got my incense and all my nice stuff, and I want to have a nice, clean, straightforward tea service, I do Gàn Pào. And I've been really into it lately. It's all I've been doing. So I'm pretty stoked to be doing it today and showing you how to do it. And this is just a really great way to do tea service if you can't even afford a cha pan, or just you're chilling out, you don't want a whole big production going on. So we're gonna go ahead and start the way we always start our tea service, by waking up the vessels. So I've got my hot water here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill my gaiwan, and I'm just gonna be a little bit more mindful when I'm filling my gaiwan because I don't want water going everywhere. Because I've got my nice pretty hand embroidered mats here, and the goal when we're doing Gàn Pào, we'll do it on a stone or a piece of wood or a mat or a runner or something. But the goal is we don't want to get a drop of water or tea on this mat. You can, it's not the end of the world if you do, but our goal is that we want everything to stay nice and dry. There we go. So this is nice and hot, and now I'm going to go ahead and making that ghost tea, drain my water into here. My gaiwan is hot, and I'm going to pour my water into my cups, again, just enough to fill the cups a little bit up, not spilling a drop. Isn't that dry? And then pouring my excess water out. And then these guys also going all the way over. And emptying everything. Now everything is going to be nice and warm, ready to use for our tea service. And something nice about Gàn Pào is that it really necessitates this kind of slow and methodical movement, which we associate with like Tai Chi or even the Japanese tea ceremony, which when you're doing shi pao, the more old school shi pao, and you've got a cha pan, you're just kind of like, whatever. But Gàn Pào, you kind of have to slow it all down. You have to move very intentionally, no wasted movement, because you don't want to spill any tea. So we're gonna go ahead, and today we're gonna make these Qu Jiang Bao Pian. We unwrapped one for an earlier episode, and now I want to drink it because I do love this tea. This is a 2016 Hei Cha from Hunan, very ancient shape, and makes a nice little tea for some Gàn Pào there. So I'm just gonna pop this whole, boop, pop this whole little coin of tea in there. And my vessels are hot, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little rinse. There we go, filling it up right there. Again, no water spilled. Nice and clean, nice and dry. This is a tea service you can bring home to your mama. And some adherents of very classy Gàn Pào will say, don't shake your vessel. Don't shake your vessel. You know, there's a lot of things people say. I don't necessarily care. I like to do it the way I like to do it. Some people will say, don't cross your center line. I've said this, don't cross your center line with your Gong Dao Bei. You know, this is a right-handed Gong Dao Bei and my cups are all over here. So, you know, Gong Fu Cha, Chai, whatever you want to call it, it's not about rules and technicalities. It's about having a good time. And today we're having a good time doing Gàn Pào. So we've got our rinse. Again, I'm just seasoning the cups with the fragrant first steeping, which we are not going to drink. And again, using these slow, methodical movements. And turning your cup kind of all the way upside down like this prevents it from, drips from running down the side. Just like that. And our third cup. Our cups are warm and seasoned. All of our teaware is warm, the tea is rinsed, and now we're actually going to make the first steeping that we are going to drink. That Qu Jiang Bao Pian has broken up very nicely, and I'm going to go ahead and just do a nice little circular pour with some little bit of robustness and vigor. Keep breaking up that tea coin. And then it doesn't take long. It's a nice strong tea. Steeping this guy, pouring it out. Dao it. It's a Hei Cha, so I don't want to get every last drop out. And there we go. And now we're ready. Ooh, nice color on that. Now we're ready to actually drink our Qu Jiang Bao Pian Hei Cha. We have prepared it using our Gàn Pào technique. Nice, clean, elegant, simple. I love this. So thank you all for joining us here on Gong Fu Tea Cha for our Gàn Pào episode. Go home and try this out. See if this is satisfying for you. And compare it with how it feels when you do the big old sloppy Shi Pao style that we've been doing up to this point. If you enjoyed this video, stay tuned. We're gonna keep making these. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tea House Ghost, and we'll see y'all next time.